In today's episode, I am going to tell you about one of the most important organs of the United Nations. I am going to tell you about the United Nations General Assembly. This episode is going to be very much detailed as I will explain every detail from the functions and the various organs of the United Nations General Assembly. Before I go on with the episode, please do like and share the video. And if you like my work, please do consider subscribing to the channel. And hey, don't forget to press the notification bell to receive notifications when future uploads are made. United Nations General Assembly or UNGA is considered as the chief deliberative and policy making organ of the United Nations. This organization makes all decisions which can be important for the nations and also for global issues which can affect each and every nation. The reason for being the chief deliberative organ is the composition of the member states. UNGA consists of 193 member states who are the members of the United Nations and also observe member states and organizations which are present at the General Assembly sessions. Some of the observer states are Palestine and Holy See. For a fun fact, Holy See is the UN name for Vatican City. These member states come every year in the United Nations headquarters in New York for the UNGA sessions. The sum of the functions of the United Nations General Assembly include setting up of United Nations budget, election of non-permanent members to the United Nations Security Council, bringing about recommendations on international peace and security, taking up the reports from other committees including the United Nations Security Council and so on. You can find these functions and other details in the United Nations Charter, which is the constitution of the United Nations, from Article 9 to 22. These articles mention everything regarding the United Nations General Assembly. In UNGA, all the member states have a single vote. Votes are designated issues on issues such as budgets, selection of the non-permanent states to the Security Council and other thematic resolutions require two-thirds majorities. Two-thirds majority. Other questions and other recommendations require simple majority of half plus one. This shows the importance of certain issues such as the budget and election of non-permanent members to the UN Security Council. The UNGA has two types of sessions, the general debate and also the special session. The general debate happens every year on the month of September, and in the recent times the debate is based on a theme. The theme for this year 75th general debate session was the future we want, the United Nations we need, reaffirming our collective commitment to multilateralism, confronting COVID-19 through effective multilateral action. This topic was chosen by the President of the United Nations General Assembly for the year. The President of the United Nations is elected for a term of 1 year. The President is elected 3 months before the general debate. His role is to coordinate work, draft the agenda for the session, and also look into other matters regarding the session. The current president for the 75th session is His Excellency Volkan Bozkır of Turkey. He was elected on June 2020 and he has 21 vice presidents who help him in completing his duties. He also has chairs who head different committees and sub-organs of the United Nations General Assembly. There are two major committees which are in charge of coordinating the United Nations General Assembly session every year. Those are the United Nations General Committee and also the Credentials Committee. The UNGA consists of four main sub-organs that are boards, commissions, committees, assemblies, councils and also working groups. These have specific functions and handle specific parts of the United Nations General Assembly. For example, I will tell you a little detail about the committees. There are six committees which have chairs as mentioned below. These committees on the order of precedence are Disarmament and International Security Committee, the Economic and Financial Committee, the Social, Humanitarian and Cultural Committee, the Special Political and Decolonization Committee, the Administrative and Budgetary Committee, and the Legal Committee. These committees have specific functions to perform, and these committees are also chaired by the deputy vice presidents, the vice presidents of the United Nations General Assembly. This is in short today's episode. All references used in the episode are in the description and also in the Instagram and Facebook page Logacindagal. Please do follow these pages for the same. The next episode will be on another important organ of the United Nations, which is the United Nations Security Council. Until then, thank you for watching.